you guys. Welcome to episode number 3 or 4. Child, I can't even keep up. But let's get into it. First, we're going to make the sugar buttery bottom of the cake that the pineapple has to sit in. I have a stick of softened butter, some brown sugar, and some rum. You're just going to mix it up. And remember, all ingredient measurements will be in my description box. So make sure you guys check that out. It's always there. Don't come up in the comments bothering me. Okay? Just kidding. So this is what it looks like. Make sure your butter is soft and not melted. And you're good to go. So set this to the side. Don't put it anywhere that's hot. Just put it to the side in a cool place, not the refrigerator. I have the yellow box cake mix, pineapples, the maraschino cherries, some nuts. And the eggs and the milk and yada yada yada. Y'all know I don't never use the water. This box cake calls for water and oil. I never do that because it literally to me it tastes like paper. So I never do that. So I added my milk, my eggs, and my crushed pineapple, my butter, and we're just gonna get into it. First of all, y'all know this cake is full of rum, and I couldn't have none. It's one of my favorite cakes to eat when I pile it with rum. But I have to turn it down this holiday season, and it is what it is. But next year, okay, we're gonna get back in the game. So I added my crushed pineapples, and I'm gonna mix everything up just like I'm doing here. I added the rum last because I want to make sure the consistency of the batter was on point first, because at this point you can't really mess it up with the rum. Just pour it. I didn't measure nothing, but I'm going to still give y'all some measurements, but I ain't measure nothing, child. So this is the rum, and now I'm just going to pour. You could put 2 shots, 3 shots, 4 shots, whatever. And, whoa. Okay, girl. But anyway, you want to mix everything together, and now we're going to set up the bottom of the pan, get it nice and lovely, and then I'll show you guys what that looks like. So in a greased pan, you're going to smear your butter, brown sugar, and rum mixture. Now, if you're rich or have really expensive pans that are nonstick, then you probably won't have to grease it. But child, I got mine from Kroger for $6, and I just didn't want to chance it, especially with this kind of cake. So I greased the entire pan lightly with some butter before I even added this. But it wasn't much. As you can see, it's like a little residue of butter all around the pan. You could use cooking spray and you'll be good to go. You want to smear it. Be heavy-handed with it and smear, because that's going to be the topping and also to help get the cake out of the pan. So now I'm adding my pineapple rings down, and I'm going to try to fit as much as I can down in here, and then you'll be good to go. And the little spots that are a little blank, you could cut them in half and just shimmy them in the little corners if you're, finicky like that. But I was able to fit about 6 of them and some in the corners, and then I was just good to go. And so now I'm going to put the maraschino cherries, obviously, inside the holes. And then, of course, between each pineapple. I wish I had put more cherries. Every year I do this, I'm like, oh, my God, Misha, add the cherries. You love the cherries on the cake. Why aren't you adding more cherries? So, yeah, I wanted to add some more. But I was like, nah, it's all good. Just leave it how it is. And this is how I did it. And now I'm going to put the batter right on top. And we're going to be good to go. Oh, I forgot the nut topping. See, look at me. I'm too far ahead. Now, I will say the nut topping is optional. You don't have to do it, especially if you're allergic. And but it just adds a little razzle-dazzle, a little crunch to the cake. And so I added it. So now I'm going to add the batter. The batter's been sitting on the counter. You see how it got like thick. And so it was good to go. Now, y'all, I should have stopped right here. You see how I put the batter? I should have stopped right here. But, honey, this brain just kept saying, Misha, put some more, put some more, put some more. I can't even tell you how much my heart was beating when the cake was baking in the oven, and it kept getting higher and higher and higher. Yeah, but that was all good. So I popped it in the oven and it still came out looking great and it smells so good, you guys. You definitely smell the alcohol. Obviously, when you cook off alcohol, it's not going to get you intoxicated, so don't worry about that. But I am going to show you how to step it up a notch in just a second here. Now, this cake pan, I got it from Amazon. If you want to order it, I'm going to link it below. It's so cute, durable. You're definitely going to see it multiple times in this series because I'm doing more dessert recipes. And it's so cute. It was super cheap. I think it was $13. So now it's the time for the reveal, y'all. It's time for the reveal. When I tell y'all, I was so paranoid, you guys. Just so paranoid. I flipped it over. And then I just did some taps with the knife, the back of the knife, tap, getting it good and ready to go. And then it was time to lift it up. And all I kept saying to myself is, well, if I ruined it, and then bam, just look at it. It came out so perfect. Nothing came up. Super delicious, super cute, pretty. Can you imagine you pull this out on your Thanksgiving table? Like, can you imagine? Great every single time. Every single time. And I hope you guys give it a try. And y'all, I was just so happy with the outcome of it. I'm going to slice it so you guys can see it. Now, what you want to do is take a sharp knife and cut through the pineapple first before you pull the knife down. So, you won't just pull a pineapple straight up off of the cake. So you see how I cut through the pineapple and then I come down on the sides. There we go. So that's how you cut the pineapple cake. You got to use a sharp knife and you'll be good to go. And just look how moist and just cohesive and delicious this looks. The extra egg, using milk instead of water, using butter instead of oil, just gives it that lift and you're good to go, honey. And it's fast to make. It's easy to make. No hustle, no nothing. You're not dying over the stove, okay? But yeah, make sure you guys give this recipe a try. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell. Episode number 5 is coming tomorrow, so make sure you stay tuned. Now, for the people that want to take it up a notch, all you got to do is put your finger over the bottle and sprinkle link the rum all over the cake while it's still warm. Right now, my cake is still warm. Sprinkle link as much or as little as you prefer. And you're good to go. Okay? And that's how you fix that. So make sure you cut your grandmother piece first, and then you do this. Bye, y'all.